Good morning, Mr. Nezzer.
Hi, Mr. Nezzer.
Hello, Bob and Larry. Good to see you. Welcome to Nezzer Noodles, Bumblyburg's one and only fast food noodles to-go shop.
Wow, your place looks amazing, Mr. Nezzer.
It certainly does.
Thank you. And thank you for doing your podcast here for my opening day. I appreciate the free advertisement. Your producer, Petunia, is already set up in the back room.
Hi, guys. I've got the Podcaster 3000 computer ready to go. Oops, almost ready to go.
Thanks for letting us do our podcast from your shop, Mr. Nezzer. This is really exciting.
Yeah, look at all these noodles. I love noodles.
Here, try my all-new noodle milkshake. Jimmy, one noodle milkshake right away. Make it extra noodly.
Okay, Mr. Nezzer.
Noodle milkshake?
Is that something new? I've never heard of a noodle milkshake before.
Yep, I thought it up myself. Here you are, Larry. You're gonna love it.
Okay. Thanks. You know what? That wasn't too bad. It was kind of weird at first, but then it started making sense in my mouth.
I knew you'd like it. Bob, would you like a delicious noodle milkshake too?
Thanks, Mr. Nezzer, but I think I'm okay right now.
Guys, it's time to start the podcast. In 3, 2, 1.
VeggieTales, 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 VeggieTales.
Broccoli.
Welcome to another edition of the VeggieTales podcast. I'm Bob the Tomato.
And I'm Larry the Cucumber.
And we're podcasting live from Nezzer's Noodles, Mr. Nezzer's brand new noodles to go fast food shop in downtown Bumblyburg. What a scene it is. Outside, a crowd of veggies are waiting for the doors to open, eager to enjoy delicious noodles.
And inside, Mr. Nezzer's employees, Jimmy and Jerry Gord, are hard at work making noodles. They're churning out noodles of all kinds with so many fascinating machines. This is amazing, Bob. They've got the noodle press, the noodle squeezer, the noodle stretcher, and the noodle twirler.
The twirler is my favorite.
And the flavors. Podcast listeners, there are so many wonderful, fantastic flavors of noodles available at Nezzer's Noodles.
Yeah, there's spinach and zucchini flavored noodles, bacon, bubblegum, and cotton candy. There's pepperoni mushroom flavored noodles, stinky cheese, pepper, pimento super salty sardine flavor. Why, they even have squid ink flavored noodles. Those look yummy.
We got the flavors.
There are heaps and stacks and piles of noodles everywhere.
We've got oodles of noodles. Oodles and oodles.
Mr. Nezzer, can you tell our podcast audience what kinds of noodles you make in your noodle shop?
Well, Bob, we have many different kinds of noodles. We've got spaghetti, linguine, fettuccine, farfalle, bucatini, campanile, gnocchi, lasagna, manicotti, orecchiette, and penne. We've got tagliatelle, tortellini, rotini, rigatoni, and ziti. We even have macaroni. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. We've got oodles of noodles.
This is incredible, Mr. Nezzer.
Rigatoni, rotini, manicotti. Oh, that's music to my ears.
And to charm your ears even more and make you buy lots of noodles, my assistants and I will speak to you in Italiano, just like this.
No, real Italian?
Yes, si. Buongiorno, pizza Lamborghini. It's a spaghetti, just like in Roma.
Mr. Nezzer, sir, I don't know how to say anything in Italian except for buenos dias.
Cuciniamo la deliziosa pasta proprio come la faceva mia nonna in Sicilia.
Wow, Mr. Nezzer, you really do speak Italian.
Certo che sì.
I have no idea what you just said, Mr. Nezzer, but it makes me want to buy a lot of spaghetti.
Jimmy, Jerry, it's opening time. Unlock the front door and let the noodle-loving veggies of Bumblyburg in.
Okay, Mr. Nezzer. Welcome to Nezzer's Noodles, where all your noodle dreams come true.
Please form an orderly line. Be patient. There'll be enough pasta for everybody.
Yes, sir, Mr. Nezzer.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Nezzer.
Get in line.
Get in line.
Get in line. You heard Mr. Nezzer.
Podcast listeners, even though it's opening day at Nezzer's Noodles and everyone is eager to get some fresh, delicious pasta, nobody is pushing and shoving.
Which I really appreciate.
I'm sure you do, Mr. Nezzer.
I would
I'd like some of your wonderful macaroni. 1 pound, please.
Right away, Madam Blueberry. 1 pound coming up.
Listen up, all you noodle-loving veggies. We're the Scallions, and we want some delicious noodles. And we want them now.
We want linguine.
And lots of macaroni.
Macaroni, macaroni. Hey, macaroni.
I'd be happy to give you Scallions some pasta, but you'll need to wait in line like everyone else.
Wait in line like everyone else? We aren't everyone else. Phooey on everyone else. We're the Scallions. And we Scallions don't wait in line. We don't believe in lines. Out of the way, Blueberry.
But I was first in line. I waited so patiently outside. I am getting a pound of macaroni.
Oh, not until we get all the noodles we want. Give us oodles of noodles, Nezzer. Or else...
Or else what?
Or else we shall behave abominably.
Just stay calm, boys. There's no need to behave abominably. Here, have some pasta. There's plenty for everyone.
We will have some pasta, Nezzer. We will have lots of pasta. How about some linguine?
Loads of linguine.
Should we get some tortellini?
Tons of tortellini.
Or what about macaroni?
Mountains of macaroni.
Bag it up, Nezzer. We want our noodles now. We don't have all day.
Be patient, boys. We're working as fast as we can. Jerry, we'll need more macaroni.
Here you are, sir.
There you go, Scallions. Here's all of your noodles. That's a lot of pasta.
It's about time. What took you so long? Here's your money. We Scallions have got some serious eating to do.
Those naughty Scallions.
It is outrageous behavior. We've all been waiting in line, but do they care? Not one bit.
They bought almost all your linguine and macaroni, Mr. Nezzer.
That's not a problem, Larry. We can make more pasta.
On it, Mr. Nezzer.
Yes, sir, Mr. Nezzer. Right away, sir.
Today's podcast is all about being respectful to others. Being respectful to others is being polite, listening, and being thoughtful of others' feelings.
What a great topic for today, Bob. Those rascally Scallions just showed us how not to respect others.
You're right, Larry. Being rude, cutting in line, being impatient with Mr. Nezzer, that's all disrespectful behavior. Hopefully, we learn respect when we're young. Just like it says in chapter 5 of 1 Peter, you who are younger, submit yourselves to your elders. All of you clothe yourselves with humility toward one another because God opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble.
Clothe yourself with humility. Like you put on pants?
Well, not exactly, Larry. It means to put others first. It means being careful to not say hurtful things to others. That's what respecting others is all about, being polite and good manners.
Well, that doesn't sound like those rascally Scallions.
Those Scallions need a few lessons in manners.
Yup, the Scallions were not being well-mannered, and manners really are an excellent way for us to show respect to others.
Well, I better get back to making noodles. It looks like all of Bumblyburg is here for my delicious noodles.
There you have it, dear podcast listeners. Despite the Scallions being so disrespectful, Mr. Nezzer, I have to say that your noodle shop is a tremendous success.
Why, thank you, Bob. That's very nice of you to say.
I have to say, my noodle milkshake was delicious.
Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm not sure if noodle milkshakes are really my sort of thing.
Bob, how about we go to a commercial break while Mr. Nezzer and the Gourds are busy making fresh pasta?
Well, that's a great idea, Larry.
And now, a word from today's sponsor.
Sometimes life can be too peaceful. The kids can be too well-behaved. The dog just doesn't bark enough. That's why you need the Fire Quacker. The Fire Quacker is the all-new patented genuine goose that doesn't just lay plain old boring eggs. No! The Fire Quacker goose doesn't lay eggs at all. Why, it just makes explosive sounds as it wanders around the barnyard. Exciting, explosive sounds. Better than any fireworks display you've ever seen.
Honey, what's that noise?
Oh, honey, that's just our new firecracker goose. Go back to sleep.
What's more, every time your firecracker goose emits a loud explosive sound, all of its feathers will fall off. That's right, they'll fall off. Which means feathers will be raining down every day at your house. Just have the kids gather them up and stuff your pillows with them, and you'll have genuine goose feather pillows to sleep on. At least until your firecracker goose wakes you up in the middle of the night. The Firecracker Goose Company is not responsible for any sleep deprivation you might experience, startled cats and dogs, irritated neighbors, and violations of local noise ordinances. The Firecracker geese do not lay golden eggs, but if they do, all golden eggs are the property of the Firecracker Goose Company and must be returned immediately.
I totally want a firecracker goose, Bob. You want one? Maybe we can get a discount if we buy a couple.
I don't know, Larry. I think my life is exciting enough right now.
Bob, Larry, why don't you interview one of Mr. Nezzer's customers while you're there?
Brilliant idea, Petunia. Let's see.
How about Madam Blueberry? Madam Blueberry, can we interview you for our podcast?
But of course, Larry. You and Bob are, how do you say, so polite. Not like those scallions. I enjoy talking with you.
Thank you, Madam Blueberry. That's nice of you to say so.
Perhaps it is nice, yes, but more importantly, it is true. It is clear that you have learned to be respectful to others around you, no matter who they are.
Well, it's a little hard to be respectful of the Scallions.
Oh, it is hard, particularly when they run off with all the fresh macaroni. But God wants us to respect others.
So what does respecting someone really mean, Madam Blueberry?
Well, I would say that respecting someone means we're polite and have good manners around them. And do you know why we should respect others?
Why should we, Madam Blueberry? I'm sure there's a really good reason.
Oh, there is a really good reason. God wants us to respect each other. In the Bible, in 1 Peter chapter 2, it says, show proper respect to everyone. When we respect our brothers and sisters, our friends and classmates, we are showing that each person matters and is valuable to God.
Right, like it is here in Mr. Nezzer's Noodle Shop. Well, like it was, till those Scallions came along.
It is peaceful again now that they're gone.
It looks like my macaroni is ready.
Thanks, Madam Blueberry, for taking time to chat with us.
You're welcome, Bob.
Here you are, Madam Blueberry. 1 pound of fresh, steaming hot macaroni.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Bye, Madam Blueberry.
Thank you for stopping by, Madame. Arrivederci.
Goodbye.
Well, Larry, I think it's time for our silly song.
And we've got just the right song. It's all about pasta.
I would sure love to hear that song, Bob.
You got it, Mr. Nezzer. Petunia, play the mac and cheese song.
It's true, I will explain it to you as only an opera can do. My great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather and my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. I forget how many greats. Well, they lived in different families. Lived in different families who didn't like each other. My name's Antonio Cuccaroni, and we eat some pasta only. Buscatini, rigatoni. We like a penny cannelloni, but don't call them noodles.
My name is Mama Cumbarisi, and the food's extremely cheesy, gorgonzola.
Oh, it's smelly,
but I still want some in my belly.
That's because we like our food extremely cheesy.
Have you met my son, Tony? He makes a mean macaroni.
My Maria makes a charming saucy cheese. Someday she'll meet a man who comes from her own clan.
No son of mine will ever marry a Cumbarisi. My great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandfather and my great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-great-grandmother. I still forget how many greats, though their families were enemies. Maria and Tony liked each other. all. The families were having a fit. Maria and Tony were tasting. It's impossibly delicious.
It's incredibly delightful.
There's a piece on your lips. We shouldn't miss this biteful. Oh, wait a minute. This is my grandparents. Nothing to see here. Let's just skip to the end. That's how my grandmother and my grandmother. I still don't know how many greats, but they brought together the family. And invented macaroni and cheese.
Bob, Larry, it's time for Animal Translations with Mr. Lunt.
Put him through, Producer Petunia.
Bob, Larry, how are you guys?
We're great, Mr. Lunt. Where are you calling from today?
Right now, I'm in the country of Indonesia. Do you know where that is?
I'm not sure.
Is it in Indiana?
Nope.
Okay, then I'm not so sure either. You better tell us so we really know.
Well, Indonesia is a whole bunch of islands in the ocean between Asia and Australia. There are a lot of islands here, let me tell you.
Islands? So who are you visiting? Dolphins?
No, not dolphins. I'm actually in the forest, hanging out with some elephant buddies of mine.
What was that sound?
Oh, was that an elephant?
You got it. That was my friend Bibi. She asked who I was talking with, and I told her about you. And that's Bibi's little girl, Kirana. She's about 2 months old. Oh, sorry, Kirana, my mistake. Kirana says she's almost 3 months old.
3 months old? And she can already talk?
Oh, sure. Elephants grow fast. In fact, a baby elephant can walk the same day it's born.
That's amazing.
I still can't walk. I just bounce.
What did they say?
Well, Kirana wants to ask you all sorts of questions, like what kind of leaves you like to eat best, if you have nice big ears to flap when it gets hot, if you can spray muddy water out of your nose. But her mother, Bibi, told her she should just ask one question at a time, and that little elephants must be respectful.
Are you saying elephants are concerned with being respectful?
You better believe it. The little elephants are very careful to respect the older elephants, especially their mamas and aunties. And the older elephants, they watch out for the little elephants by teaching them and guarding them. Elephants are very respectful to each other.
Wow! I had no idea.
Really? You don't say. I'll tell them. Bibi says elephants respect all the other animals too. Politeness and good manners are very important in the jungle. Oh yeah? Well, that's not good. Bibi says the monkeys kind of forget their manners sometimes. They start throwing bananas around, you know. But most animals are very polite. Sure. Sure, I'll tell them. Kirana says you're welcome to come play in the river with her.
Ooh, that sounds fun. When can we go, Bob?
She says you only have to make sure you don't run into a python, because they might try and eat you.
Oh, how about we just send Kirana a postcard instead?
Well, the elephants and I gotta go. We're gonna visit some of their hippo friends at a lake nearby.
Bye, Mr. Lunt. Bye, Bibi and Kirana.
Have fun in the lake.
Bob, Larry, I have Riley holding on the phone. She's 9 years old and she's from South Carolina. She says she has a question for you.
Wonderful. Put her through, Petunia.
Riley, you're live on the VeggieTales podcast with Bob the Tomato and Larry the Cucumber.
Hi, Bob and Larry. Thanks for having me on your show.
Sure, we're happy to have you. Petunia says you have a question for us.
Yep, it's about cleaning my room.
Then I'm your cucumber. I'm an expert in cleaning. I know everything about vacuum cleaners, brooms, mops, dustpans, scrub brushes, and good old elbow grease.
Oh, I know how to use a vacuum cleaner. It's not that kind of question. My question is, why do I have to clean my room when it's just gonna get messy again?
Oh, that question.
I mean, like, why do I have to make my bed in the morning when I'm just gonna unmake it when I go to sleep?
Well, does your mom ask you to clean your room?
Yes.
And does she ask you to make your bed?
Yep, all the time. But I'd rather be outside playing.
I think most of us would rather be outside playing, Riley. But there are lots of reasons to keep your room clean.
So you don't lose stuff. And so everything doesn't get all dusty.
Right. But an even more important reason is that kids need to respect their parents. In Exodus chapter 20, God said that we should honor our father and our mother.
Even when we want to do something else that might be a lot more fun.
But God also says if you respect your parents, He'll bless you.
So part of that is listening a lot better to them and cleaning my room when Mom asks me to?
I think so, Riley. And don't forget, God wants to bless you, and He wants to give you a good life. After all, He loves you very much.
Well, okay, I think I can do that. I'll try harder.
You can do it, Riley.
Thanks for talking with me, Bob and Larry. Bye.
Goodbye, Riley.
Goodbye, Riley.
Bob, Larry, we have an important story breaking on the news.
Let's hear it, Petunia. This is the Bumblyburg News, and I'm your host, Archibald Asparagus. We have an important story breaking right now down at the Bumblyburg Hospital. Our reporter, Adele Pepper, is standing by right now to bring us the latest. Adele, what's the story?
Good evening, Archibald. My sources tell me that the 3 Scallions have just been brought by ambulance to the hospital.
This is important news indeed. Tell our listeners more, Adele.
I'm here with ambulance driver Scooter of the Bumblyburg Ambulance Service. Mr. Scooter, what exactly happened to the Scallions?
Well, Adele, I was called to pick up the Scallions because all 3 of them came down with a terrible stomachache. They apparently ate way too much pasta, way too much, and way too fast.
That is fascinating.
Yes, ma'am. That's my expert opinion as a professional ambulance driver. Why, I remember the time I ate too much cotton candy. I can still...
Oh, and here are the Scallions now getting carried out of the back of the ambulance on stretchers. Oh, Scallions, I'm Adele Pepper with the Bumblyburg News. Why are you here? Can you tell us why the ambulance had to come for you?
It was the pasta's fault. The linguine was too delicious, so we ate it all. Then the tortellini was so tasty we had to eat all that too. And then the macaroni, oh, the macaroni. The macaroni was so outrageously scrumptious that we had to eat it all of it.
And now we have tummy aches.
Oh.
Wow, what a breathtaking turn of events. And there you have it, Archibald. This is Adele Pepper bringing you the latest in breaking news.
Thank you, Adele. Excellent reporting as ever. And now, on to our latest breaking story. Apparently, a chicken has been spotted wandering down the street. Rest assured that the Bumblyburg News will be reporting to you live from the scene. You've got questions, we'll get you the answers. Who is this chicken? Where did it come from? And most important of all, will it cross the road?
That's the news, guys. Pretty exciting stuff.
Thanks, Petunia.
We've certainly learned a lot today, haven't we, Bob?
Yes, we have. We've learned about being respectful and how what we say and do demonstrates our respect for others. In the 2nd chapter of 1 Peter, God tells us that we should show proper respect to everyone.
So, respect really is a big deal if God talks about it in the Bible.
It is. And it starts with how we treat those around us. First with our families, and then with our friends.
And after that, our neighbors.
Yep. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Remember, kids, God made you special.
And He loves you very much.